Hi guys, this is Amy. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I'm so thrilled to have you with me here today, and I just wanted to share with you a little bit where my life has transitioned and where I've been. And yeah, so if you would like to stick around, then just keep on watching. So it's been quite some time since I've been on here to share a video, and yeah, I'm finally back. I'm still here and kicking, and I loved starting my YouTube channel. It was really just kind of on a whim. I wanted to do it. I had always wanted to do it, and I really did enjoy it. However, it just took up a lot of my time. And, Corbett, my son, he was just a baby when I started my YouTube channel. And then guess what? He grew up and he kept growing, and then he became a on-the-go toddler, and a boy at that, which he was very much getting into everything. So it just took up most of my time, and I just didn't have the time to put into the videos like I had liked. So it fell to the wayside. And with that being said, as much as I enjoyed it, it didn't feel like a strong, purposeful passion. And so I couldn't justify the time that it would have taken me away from my children. And so that kind of brings me to why I'm here today. My kids are definitely getting a little bit older. They can be a little bit more independent and not need me there all the time. And so I've been working really hard with my husband, who's been helping me on the sidelines, and a website designer. And I'm actually starting my own journey with a whole food plant-based diet. I've actually been on a whole food plant-based diet myself, or I don't really even like to call it diet, even though that's what it's called. I don't feel like it's a diet. I feel like it's a lifestyle. And I've been doing that for quite some time. However, it has taken me probably years actually to get to this point, to get to the point of knowledge that I have now, to get to the point of food and meals being completely easy to me. I've kind of fluctuated back and forth between being vegan and vegetarian because of all of the wonderful health benefits that come from eating this way, from being vegan and eating a whole food plant-based diet. The health benefits are through the roof, and that's always what I wanted. And I think a lot of us have a misconception of just because you're vegan, you're thin, or just because you're vegan, you're healthy. And that is definitely the furthest thing from the truth. And I learned that the hard way. I jumped right into being vegan, and a lot of this stems from things that I've experienced, losing my mom to cancer almost 10 years ago. And that put a huge fear, deep-seated fear, honestly, in me, and knowing that I do have the power within myself to make the best choices for myself, to make healthy choices, to move my body daily. But I struggled with it because I just jumped in and thought because it slapped the word vegan on a box of food meant that it was healthy. And I know that's kind of silly to be so naive, but I was, and I just assumed that these things were healthy because they said vegan and because they had no meat. But, subbing the fries for the meat does not make it healthy, right? And so, like I said, I've had a lot of highs and lows with it. I've gone vegan, I've gone vegetarian, I've gone back to the standard American diet, and all the while always struggling to find the right fit for me. And it wasn't until, and I honestly don't even know, like it just kind of stumbled into my lap one day, was truly learning about a whole food plant-based diet. And then when I kind of heard about it and I thought, wait a minute, so there's something to this. And then I just kept reading a couple books and watching as many YouTube videos to gain knowledge about this way of eating that I could, and it just seemed like a no-brainer. And so of course I usually go full force into things, and with this that was no exception. I jumped in full force day one. I never went back, and it has been amazing, especially coming from someone who I do love to work out. I love to be very energetic and active with my kids, and I do love food, and I really do like to eat. But when you're eating the standard American diet, if you're overeating, it's very easy to put on weight and gain a few pounds. And actually, with that being said, I wanted to bring that up to you guys, that back when I was making my videos, now granted this was a few years ago, but that was actually probably one of the number one questions I got, even though my videos were geared towards, my bag collection, or like I did a couple, I think like get ready with me video type things although I don't think I was very good at them, but I did them anyway because they were a request of a few people. But one of the main questions I got was, please share with us your fitness routine, share with us your, what do you eat, and how do you stay so fit? And, these are words from other people. I'm not like, tooting my own horn or anything here, but, how do you stay fit with 3 kids? And at the time I had a baby. So, and I'm sorry if this insults anybody, but I was breastfeeding my son. I breastfed all 3 of my children. And now this is not for everyone. This is not a blanket statement. This is definitely not for everyone, because I even have friends I've heard of who have said the complete opposite. But for me anyways, when I had a baby and I breastfed, it helped me get the baby weight off. It helped me burn, I guess, a lot of extra calories through breastfeeding. And I was able to pretty much eat whatever I wanted, and I still lost weight. And I know that sounds like, gosh, well, she must be lucky. And at the time I was, right? Like I could just be active and breastfeed my child and pretty much eat whatever I wanted. And it was not really even a thought. And then I stopped breastfeeding him, and then that changed. And then I noticed that I started putting on a little bit of weight, and I was thinking what the heck, I work out every day. I should be fit. I shouldn't be not fitting in my clothes. It should be the opposite. And I saw, not that my weight was what I would consider overweight or anything, but I just didn't like the way that my clothes were fitting. And so then that was when kind of the yo-yoing started, and it all the way led me down the rabbit hole of counting calories, which is a very, very slippery slope. It is not a fun place to be in. And I did that for quite some time, and it was really hard. And I was eating very, very minimal calories, not enough calories, but it was by the guidance of somebody who did all of these macro calculations and told me how much I should be eating of this, that, and the other thing. And so, I was having a scale and weighing my food, and it was a very unhealthy place to be in. We should be able to eat and really signal those stretch receptors within our stomachs, and we should be able to eat to being satiated and full. And I wasn't, and it was because of these macros, and I had to stick to this, and it was not fun. Anyways, and so like I said, I feel like it's a very slippery slope to get in that trap of needing to calculate every single thing and needing to constantly be on my phone, calculating every little thing, which, by the way, learning now can be completely off. If you're not doing it to the absolute last gram, you're not even gonna be on track by probably 200 to 300 calories a day, which that's enough to tip the fences, right? And so it was not sustainable. I did it for a 30-day challenge. I didn't lose not a single pound. I was starving. I was hangry. I was not happy. And I was also eating all this protein, which I really did not enjoy. I did not like it at all. And I just didn't feel good, and it was gross. And really truly wanting to be vegan, wanting to not consume animal products because of the health benefits, but also to help the planet and the animals. I wanted to do that. I really did, but I just hadn't figured out the way yet to do it, which is so silly because it's really easy, right? We're just gonna eat the foods the earth is giving us, right? Whole foods. Stay away from the packaged junk. Stay away from anything that has any kind of wrapping or plastic label on it, and none of that. So it's all just real food, and I can eat as much of it as I want. And so anyways, I hope that you guys maybe will stick with me on this journey, and I would love to put out some more videos for you about the topic and about maybe foods that I eat or foods that I don't eat or whatever you guys would like to see. And I'll try to get these videos out when I can to you, and I hope you have a wonderful, blessed day. Thank you so much for checking in with this video. I'll see you soon.